Howdy, howdy. Good to see you.
Good evening, and welcome to Bring Your Own Improv. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. We're going to have a good time. We know you are too, because we are here Friday night online for everybody to enjoy, because everybody needs a good laugh right now. We're here for that. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Let's go over a couple things to make your experience a lot more fun. First off, speaker view. If you look up in the corner, make sure that you've got your view in speaker view. You can tell because if you see a bunch of little boxes right now, that's really tough to watch when it's on the tiny screen. But if you click speaker view, it all becomes one big box. And then as the action switches, you'll see the person who's talking pop up in your screen. Exits. In case there's an emergency in your home, please exit through the exit that you know you have in your home. Be safe. That is more important. Bathroom. Please feel free to use the restroom during the show. We just ask, please do not bring the show with you, because if your camera's on or you think you don't realize your camera's on, it becomes a very awkward experience and you become an internet sensation that you don't want to be. So make sure you don't bring us to the bathroom. Let's talk about the chat, shall we? Because the chat is going to be a very important feature to this particular show. Down over in the corner, you're going to see the chat feature. That chat feature down there is going to set you up. I'm pointing the right way. I don't even know anymore. That chat feature is going to set you up so that you can either volunteer or give suggestions or do any of the things that you need to do for the show. So make sure that you're down there with that. So you're going to open up that chat feature. We're going to test it right now. I'd like you to go ahead and write in the name of a pet you've had sometime in your life. Just the first name of the pet. Go ahead and write that in the chat feature so that we know, hey, that's how the chat feature works. So awesome, Artemis and Sledge and Hammer and Diamond and Rocky and Thumper. Really great to see all those wonderful names. All right. My name's Daniel. I'm going to be hosting this evening. The hosting's not as funny as what everybody else gets to do. And I brought the funny tonight with an amazing cast for you because I got Jared.
I actually enjoy a mild meatball.
I got Audrey.
Bam, blam, kaboom.
I've got an Eric.
I think I left my funny at home.
We got Meredith.
All I want to do now is go pet my cat.
I got Amy.
Oh.
I got Ian.
Thank you.
And of course, I've got all of you, and no show of BYOI is complete without a very important person, our featured audience member, or as we like to call it, our fam. And in order to get that person who's going to answer a few questions and is going to help us inspire the show, we're going to need our Fam Cup.
Fam Cup.
So Carrie, the wonderful door individual, is going to go ahead and draw a name from that cup. Carrie, who do we have tonight?
Oh, wow. The camera just got all wonky on me when I'm inverted. So we were fangirling Ryan Hanley during the chat, so I may have missed someone or added someone by accident. If so, I'm sorry. And ignore my neighbor's fireworks. But I grabbed Andrea.
Andrea! Is this the same Andrea?
Yeah,
Yep.
Andrea!
the fam last week.
Is she there?
Hold on. Now I'm there.
So that's cool. It's a thing.
I volunteer if no one else does.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Some people get afraid to volunteer. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming in and being our fan this evening. We'll ask a completely different series of questions. I got different interviews for you. I got Jared and Audrey here to do those questions for you. So enjoy yourself, be honest, and let's see what inspires all of the comedy this evening.
Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
Now that we got the small talk out of the way,
All right.
let's talk about the important stuff. I'm really hungry tonight, so I'm going to go right into my potato question.
Okay.
Everybody loves potatoes. What are your favorite ways to have potatoes prepared for your consumption?
Scallop potatoes.
That's the big one right there. It's scalloped and then.
Yeah, like that's like cheesy scalloped potatoes.
Right.
I really appreciate the lack of hesitation. Like, you know exactly what you're going for. Obviously, the follow-up question to that is, if you could have a river that was any beverage, what beverage would you choose?
Wine.
Okay, any particular variety?
Ooh. No, there's not a particular variety, but if I had to pick one, I guess Sauvignon Blanc.
A woman of taste, I see. Excellent.
Andrea, one thing we all know about you is that you are a human being. And as a
Yes.
human being, yeah, I don't just throw around that compliment lightly either.
Oh, I'm gonna blush.
And as a human being, you must love breakfast cereal. What are your favorite breakfast cereals?
Lucky Charms. Do you want more than one?
They're Lucky Charms, not Lucky Charm.
I know, but I mean like more than one cereal.
Oh yeah. And look, I love breakfast cereal talk, so lay it on me.
Puffs. Tricks. I guess those would be like top 3, I guess.
There's no bad answers to this.
No,
one.
there isn't. Cereal's good.
Yeah, any cereal that gets that regularly gets stolen from its cartoon mascot is good.
Not that I'm eating those cereals currently, but those are my favorite cereals.
All right, I have to interject. Kix is the wrong answer. Just Jared's good. There is a wrong answer. It's Kix. And
Tricks.
that Kix is a bad cereal. Just stating.
Oh, okay.
Not to be confused with Tricks, of course. They're polar opposites.
I didn't realize we'd be interjecting such controversy in this
Oh
interview.
my god, that's gonna start some war later.
This is definitely getting too intense. So I'm gonna swing away from the food related questions because those are a little bit too much. And I'm gonna ask you, what is, if you were still in high school or college, what is one class you would definitely skip?
Algebra.
Algebra. Sounds like you have a grudge, and I
Yes.
appreciate that.
I don't like algebra. I may like math, but I don't like algebra.
I understand.
Andrea, if you're anything like me, there's one thing I love doing. It's crying and eating certain foods while watching Netflix. When you're crying and watching Netflix, what do you enjoy?
Popcorn.
It's a good crying one.
Or even ice cream.
That's the ultimate crying and
It
watching
is,
Netflix.
you know.
What kind of ice cream? And I mean, there's no bad answers for ice cream. Daniel,
Rocky Road.
that's really good crying and watching Netflix ice cream.
Kix ice cream is bad ice cream.
All right, so while we're talking about ice cream, I want to know what's one thing that makes you smile no matter what has happened? One thing that brings you joy immediately.
Theater.
Theater, I love that.
Always. Doesn't matter if I'm feeling down. Theater.
That's a good answer for this group.
But it's true.
I think I've asked too many food questions. So what I'll ask next is, when you're eating ice cream and crying, eating Rocky Road ice cream and crying while watching Netflix, what are you watching?
When I'm crying?
Well, it doesn't have to be just when you're crying. Maybe we can broaden it out. Like let's say you didn't have to force eat Kix, so you're not crying while you're watching Netflix.
Oh, good, because I would be crying if I was forced to eat Kix.
Yes, we've established that firmly in this interview.
Yes, obviously that's the consensus of the group. Let's see, what would I be watching? New Girl.
New Girl.
Bringing back an oldie.
All right.
New old people
bringing
here.
back an oldie. I love new girls that bring back oldies.
As in, like, not current right now.
So not the new girl, but the old girl that's not new anymore.
There's not new episodes.
There's no new episodes of the old girl. Oh,
No.
Golden Girl. All right, so thank you very much, Andrea, for all those answers. We really appreciate that. We're going to inspire a lot of our show, so thank you for doing that and for being our fans this evening and throwing that name in that cup. First game we're going to play is called Last Line, First Line, in which we're going to have 3 pairs of people. They're each going to be assigned something from what you gave us for input to inspire their scene. And the thing about it is in order for them to move from scene to scene, whatever the last line of one person's scene was that another group finds interesting needs to be the first line of their scene. And they'll go ahead and initiate that by clapping. So to get this started, I've got my pairs of Jared and Audrey, Eric and Meredith, and Amy and Ian. So I'm going to give them, actually start backwards this time. Amy and Ian, I'm going to give you guys algebra because we just got to make sure that somehow algebra is done successfully so it's not the most hated as possible. Eric and Meredith, a rocky road reminds me of a hiking trip. So I'm going to give you guys hiking to get you going so you can hike on that rocky road. And of course, Jared and Audrey, nothing says a good scene like kicks, K-I-X. So I'm going to give you guys kicks as your suggestion to get your scene going. All right, folks. So Andrea. Okay. Actually, you were in the last show, and I asked you this question, and as an accountant, you gave me a stunning number.
I also gave you my favorite number.
Okay. Can I get a number between 1 and 3, please?
2.
2. Let's go ahead and start with Eric and Meredith.
Is this trail ever going to end?
We've been going for so long that my shoes have worn out.
My gosh, those were like your $150 shoes, weren't they?
They really were. They had the red soles and everything and the hiking form. I thought I was going to be fashion forward, but looks like I'm just a few steps behind.
Well, ever since that bear chased us through the creek and into the mud puddle, I couldn't even tell that they were shoes.
Clap. I couldn't even tell that they were shoes. I thought those were elbow pads.
Right? I mean, I always mix my shoes and elbow pads up. It's what normal people do. I don't know how those other people get past that.
Look, if we're gonna be soccer stars, we're gonna have to do this the right way, okay?
We're gonna have to do this the right way. Look,
Absolutely.
I've designed my undergarments completely out of algae to be environmentally correct.
Well, I think that is the right approach. That is the right approach. And the green is barely visible under your sheer top.
That's what I thought, because nothing lifts and separates quite like algae.
And at the same time, it can be creating biofuel.
Clap. And at the same time, it can create some biofuel. You just gotta eat it and the biofuel will keep you going.
I don't care how long we're on this mountain. I am not going to eat your toe fungus.
But we might be here for a lot longer. The sun is getting low and we're gonna starve.
Tell you what, you can eat that, and then when you die, I'll just eat you.
You know what? That sounds okay. I am organic, so I mean, that's a healthy choice.
Are you vegan friendly?
I am friends with a couple of vegans, yes.
Can you call them to come and get us?
Oh my gosh, yes, hold on. Let me grab my phone and boop, boop, boop. Yeah, they're too tired to come.
Clap. They're too tired to come. I called our parents, and looks like we'll be spending the night at the soccer field.
The soccer field is terrifying at night. The touch lines.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of getting swept up in those nets. Those really big nets they have on both sides.
It's like when they're on both sides, there's no escape.
How are we gonna get out of here?
We're gonna die here in this field.
I'll eat the grass.
Clap. I'll eat the grass. I mean, after all, practically everything you're wearing is edible at this point.
You know, I figured that was the easiest way to attract you.
Well, I have to say, it's done the job. I could nosh on you all night long.
And scene. When Ian's noshing on Amy, we may have reached the pinnacle of where that needed to go. Folks, we're so happy to be out here every single Friday night, and we want to thank you for coming out to see us. And we want to thank you for coming and laugh with us as well. Our shows are free, but if you're able to support the arts, that's also wonderful as well. You have two great ways that you can do that. If you want to go ahead and donate through our Venmo, Bring Your Own Improv, or donate through our PayPal, or if you want to go on our website and donate there, we appreciate it. Thank you very much to Carrie Ann and Nikki for your donations. They're greatly appreciated in helping to support us every single week. So thank you very much for you two with that. I'd like to move on now to our next game and keep this thing rolling. The question is, what kind of game to play? And that's exactly what we're going to play, a game called Questions. Questions work like this. We're going to have a scene, and during that scene, the people in it can only speak in questions. So that means that anything they say has to be in the form of a question, and it has to drive the scene forward. If at any point somebody speaking one of those questions doesn't actually ask a question, or the question doesn't make sense in the scene, or it's just repeating, or any of the other rules, I can call them out. For you theater lovers out there, like Andrea, you might be looking up a play called Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. The game of questions is in there. Often many of the rules covered. So plug for Tom Stoppard. All right, enough of that. Anyway, so that is the game we're going to play. Is anybody here feel like you'd be good at a game of questions? So if you are in a theater, perfect game for you. It looks like Jim will volunteer if no one else does. But Jim, you can just volunteer. It's okay. And so we have Jim volunteering. Does anybody else want to play? All right, Jim it is. Anybody got Jim?
Yes, you do.
Oh, for sure we get Andrea on that one. All right, Jim, how are you doing?
I'm well. Good to see you guys. Thanks for a great show as always.
Hey, fantastic. We're only one game in, so it can only get better, I think. All right. So the order is going to go Jared and Audrey, then Jim, that's you, then Eric, Meredith, Amy, and Ian. I'm going to be tough because there's a lot of intellectuals, including yourself here, Jim. So be ready and be on your game. To get this party started, I'm looking at a lot of fun things here. But I would like to know why Audrey is the new girl at school and Jared wants to make sure that she knows it. Let's start with a game of questions, shall we?
So, you're the new girl?
Did you read that on my sweater?
Oh, are you always this sassy?
Why don't you just tell me where the algebra class is?
Why don't you just go to the pool in the basement and ask there?
There's a pool in the basement?
You really think there's a pool in the basement?
Why would you lie to me?
Why don't you have any sense of humor?
You call that a sense of humor?
Oh, are you some kind of humor critic now?
Didn't you see my article in Comedians Monthly?
Who reads Comedians Monthly?
You don't subscribe?
Is there anybody who actually subscribes to magazines anymore?
Are you the reason print journalism is dying right now?
Are you accusing me of that?
Oh, you couldn't name what that was.
No, I couldn't.
All right, so moving on. Jim, you're up. And luckily, she's now walked into the school newspaper room. Jim, you're the editor-in-chief of the school newspaper. Let's see how that conversation goes.
Do you have any previous journalistic experience?
Would you like to see my resume?
Do you always bring resumes to high school activities?
What else would I fill my backpack with? Duh.
Don't you have any school books in there?
You need books for school?
Doesn't everybody need books and calculators?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Audrey. I thought you were going to get a clean sweep again. All right, Jim, Eric has called you into the vice principal's office, not the principal's. Eric is the vice principal, and we're going to find out why he called you in there.
Am I in trouble, sir?
Would you like to have a seat?
Can I sit on the comfy chair?
Why is it that every time the toilets explode, you're in my office?
Why do you automatically suspect me?
How many other people in the entire school work in a exploding toilet factory?
Don't
Yeah,
you
that,
think
that was contrived. No. Oh, well, thankfully, Meredith, the school janitor, has put Jim to work.
Have you ever used one of these before?
is there an outlet I can plug it into?
Does this even look electric?
Is it mechanical?
Do you only know how to use things with apps?
Have you ever seen me at detention before?
Do you think I'm even looking at you, Pukes?
Why are you angry at me?
You don't know why I'm angry?
Yeah, that's repetition. You're just rephrasing his question. Sorry. All right, bringing it up against Amy. But Amy is the school bus driver, and she is definitely offering some pity to you for your day you've been through, Jim.
Would you like a ride home, dear?
Isn't that why everybody takes the school bus home?
Don't they come just to keep me company?
Don't you usually wear glasses?
Where did I leave my glasses?
Shouldn't you face forward?
Is that my car in front of me?
Do you think they'll be able to salvage it?
Why didn't I get insurance?
Do you have AAA?
Don't I have double D's?
Is that an appropriate thing to ask a junior high school student?
Mom, didn't you look at my report card?
Why would a bus driver have a report card?
Don't question reality, Jim.
Right.
So close. So
Thank you.
we'll leave Amy in with her triple E's. And Ryan, please go ahead and you were the clothes shopper for the bus driver.
Will this be to your taste?
Do you think it'll be appropriate for a school bus?
What are they wearing in front of students these days?
What aren't they wearing?
Should you be so forward with young people?
Should I be driving in reverse the whole time?
Don't you know your job better than I do?
When is my shift over?
Would you like some of these nice shifts?
Do they come in extra tall?
Would they fit you if they did?
Would they be more modest, at least?
Are you the modest type after all?
Ah! Amy, there,
Up in
Ryan
the
for the win at
flesh.
the end. Guys, thank you so much, and scene. All right, so we got through a game of questions, but the thing that everybody's questioning is what everybody's going to be shopping for at the Everything Emporium. Everything Emporium is a game in which somebody's going to own a store that has absolutely everything. And the problem is the people coming to the store don't really know how to the name of the thing they're looking for. They're only able to describe it by offering clues and such. And it is the job of the shop owner to guess what they're looking for and satisfy the customers. And of course, nobody's better at satisfying people than Jared. Jared, you all set?
I'm not going anywhere.
Fantastic. So he's now moved to the green room. He's in the back room, and we're going to find out what people are shopping for. I've got Audrey and Eric that are going to be shopping for things. Is there anyone here that would like to play Everything Emporium? Is that Jacob volunteering himself or just being very excited about the game? So if you want to play the game, say pick me or just excited. Okay, that's okay, Jacob. You can be excited. All right, Tim. Tim is going to go ahead and play this game. Hey, it's one of our cast members, Tim. Tim, come on in. You there?
Yes, I am. How you doing?
Good, fantastic. It looks like many people are excited that you're volunteering. I saw a lot of applause. It's really cool. All right, so I've got my 3 people, Audrey, Eric, and Tim. Now I'm going to need suggestions from you. Folks, quick, look behind me, look behind you, and tell me the first thing that you see. Don't look behind me. I know what's behind me. And then go ahead and write that in to the thing. Cool. And now name something you've always wanted a partner to do for you. So if you had a partner, what do you want them to do for you? Take that any way that you might need.
I'm actually on right now. So sorry.
All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and look through here and, okay, what the fuck is it? All right, I'm not acknowledging this. Sorry, if you look at the chat, it's interesting. So, Audrey, you're looking for sunblock. You are. But the thing about the sunblock, Audrey, is that you know what? It's sunblock that when you put it on, it dances with you. But only when you put it on.
Okay.
All right.
Easy.
Yeah, no problem. So Eric, clearly you are looking for cherries that end up being your good. Cherries that end up being your own personal pillow. Got that, Eric?
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, Tim, you were looking for you want to make a painting, but you only want to use ice cream to paint with it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so you're looking for paints that are made of ice cream. Okay.
Ice cream paintings.
You know what? You're painting with all the flavors of the world there. So, all right.
Painting with all the flavors of the world.
Yes, you need to paint with all the flavors of the world.
That is abstract. I love that.
Yes, yes. Because if we don't do something abstract with Jared, oh no, he won't know what to do. Once again, Audrey, what do you have?
Sunblock that makes you dance.
Cool. Eric, what do you have?
I have cherries that end up being my own personal pillow, and a crazy question as to why Tim is drinking out of a measuring cup.
You don't know Tim. It's, you know what? He could be very metric about things. And Tim, what do you got?
I'm painting with all the colors of the world.
All the flavors of the world.
The flavors of the world.
You'd
Sorry.
be Pocahontas if you painted with all the colors of the world.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
All right, so you're looking for paints so you can paint with all the flavors of the world.
Paint with all the flavors of the world. Thank you.
If he gets that you're looking for paints that are made that are different flavors of ice cream, that's close enough. All right, so Carrie's gonna go get Jared, and we're gonna cover the thing that we need to cover. So the rules here that you're gonna help in the audience. And this is where if your camera's on, you can help us out. If Jared's getting close, I want you to give a thumbs up signal just by go ahead and putting your thumbs up. We have learned that using the thumb up reaction button does not show up on YouTube, just like your names or anything else don't show up in YouTube. Or if you have the camera off right now, they don't know you're there. So for all those people that are watching out on YouTube, by the way, because I can see you guys out there, please make sure you like and subscribe. We appreciate all 6 of you that are watching, and know that we actually have quite a few more people in here that you can't see, but they are there. So once again, thumbs up if you're getting close. And if you he gets it, you go crazy and you clap, and that's important. So let's see if he's back. Jared, are you back? This is the part we'll wait for Jared and hope that he didn't leave the whole game. Hey, there he is. Jared.
I heard that.
Cool. Jared, your store is open already. I think nobody locked it last night. So I'd go ahead and run in there and serve your customers.
You know, the key to being a good salesman is knowing what your customers want. And I'm an expert at knowing what my customers want. Can't wait to see one and give them what they want.
Excuse me? Dude, I just came in here to get a little shade. Like, it's crazy, crazy hot outside, you know? But while I'm in here, I think you might have something I might want.
I think I might. Sounds to me like you, I don't know, might be interested in the Cheech and Chong umbrellas that we have down in aisle 6.
Dude, I don't know about that. I'm just I got all these new beach tunes on my 8 track, and I'm just wondering, like, how can I best appreciate those tunes? Maybe I should like bring them to a beach. Maybe I should like, you know, sing along. I just don't know, man.
You know what? If there's one customer I love, it's a member of the Traveling Beach Boys fan club. And we've got exactly what you need.
I appreciate it, man. But
Well, yeah. Sounds to me like you want a cooler and some, I don't know, Kokomo. Or not. Apparently not. Apparently I am incorrect there, but that's okay.
it sounds delicious, man. But no, I really need to get back out there. But not until maybe after sunset. Ugh.
You know what? Hey, vampires who love the beach are one of our specialties here.
That makes me feel very included. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just in case you happen to know one, I'm certainly not accusing you of being one at all. You probably do want some vampire-specific suntan lotion, though.
Yeah, I've been told that a lot over the years by my peers and my family.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, vampires with melanoma are afraid of dying of it are quite the family. Not that that's your family, obviously.
No, yeah, my family's pretty chill, but I just have to pick up my sister from her ballet class and my brother from his tap class later.
Well, you know, when you're a vampire with siblings who are also vampires, or not, if you get sunburns easily and you have siblings, you're probably terrified of it. You're probably practically a translucent, sun-hating, translucent. What am I talking about? I'm sorry, I ramble.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I was
Yes.
wondering if you could help me. I was down at the casino and I was just playing the slot machines, and I decided that I needed to have a jubilee thrown at my house. Wondering if you could help me out.
There's nothing, you know, my favorite people to help out are my grandmother's dear friends who play the penny slots. But I'll help you out too, since that's apparently not you.
Penny slots are the pits.
Penny slots are the pits or the bits? I'm just making sure I understand your vernacular.
The pits. I do not enjoy the pits.
No, of course not. I knew you hated gambling. You're just an advanced age person who's, I don't know, looking for some slot machine gloves and
No. This stems from my love of fruit.
Yeah, I knew love of fruit the whole time. You know what? I know you're looking for some really like dried out and wilted up apples, you know, when they're like kind of smushy and wrinkly stuff.
Oh,
That's
no.
what I'd say to somebody who wanted that. Not you, because I know you don't want that.
I don't want apples. Apples are much too large.
I get that all the time. You know what? If you want some wrinkly peas, we've got a big sale on wrinkly peas today. Not that I think you really want it, but if you did, like as a third or fourth option.
Hey, J-Rod,
Yo,
can you help me over in the art section?
in the odd section?
The art, like, you know, that thing you
Unusual
do
or
to
prime
express
number?
yourself. That thing you do to express yourself.
Yeah, you obviously want to go into the emote section. Just
Well, it's emoting, but it's kind of interdisciplinary, you know, like I've been trying to figure out where I want to carry my hobby. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to use my fingers with the chocolate pudding, and you just put it on the piece of paper, and then you get it. It's tasty, but it's not enough for me.
That's enough for most people, though, but not you. I know you're probably looking for the chocolate ladles. Chocolate ladles are one of our big sellers.
Chocolate's a start, but I was looking for something that could be a little bit more entertaining. Like if Anthony Bourdain were to, meet Vincent van Gogh, we could come up with something that is a recommendable medium.
Yeah, I can tell you are looking for large platters that you can use marinara sauce on to create beautiful paintings.
Well, I like where you're going with that, but it's more of a regional taste from other places as well.
You know what? That is the perfect description for what I am thinking about for you.
All right.
Regional tastes for you must want one of those fancy French platters with the pate sunset vistas.
French is good, but I appreciate the map around the spherical object over there. It's a very, that is where we'll start, I think. Maybe put some pate on that.
Yeah.
Get a brush.
I call it a map on a spherical object too. Some people call it a globe, but those people are wieners.
Globe.
Yeah. It sounds like
maybe that's part of, okay.
Like a globe of all the best restaurants.
But wait. We're crossing interdisciplinary there, all right? Finger decorations with not just pudding, but pate, marinara sauce, and more.
Excuse me, sir. Could you please help me out? You've been helping him for over 80 days.
I'm sorry. Look, I've got the around the world reference already. And I think he's probably trying to go around the world in 80 meals. That's what I think. Sort of. That's what I feel tip of my tongue.
I would like to describe it visually on a piece of canvas.
This isn't a pretty picture.
Right. It's a globe covered in pictures of regional food that you're looking for, right?
But it's a tasty one, though.
Oh!
It's a tasty one. If we're going to use taste as a,
That's how I choose my globes, so
you
I
could
can
lick
understand.
it and it would taste good.
Yeah, like a globe made out of cheese, showing all the best food in the world.
Yeah, of course. But we could make it out of cheese, but we could also decorate it with taste.
Yeah, we could. We'll get to licking that globe and selling it to you whenever you want it, pal.
We not even using our tongues. We could use a brush.
Whoa!
That's what I was thinking. This hobby is multidisciplinary in terms of art. So we can figure out, okay, you see those wonderful spheres with maps on them.
Some people call them a globe.
Right? With taste.
Yeah.
I feel like you've worked him into a corner.
Maybe I should bring him out.
Yeah. When I think of globes, I think of corners.
Sherwin, where are you? Come and help Sherwin.
Okay, so edible paint, right? Yeah, paint that you can lick. A globe made out of edible paint that you love to lick. You painted a globe with, apparently paint that's edible, kind of. Not really.
I really like the idea about how you're decorating with the brush. That's the most important part. Now we have to figure out the ingredients and where they come from.
Of course that's the most important part when you're
Yeah.
painting a globe with edible paints. The brush.
That's close. That's close. I can't use the word outside of brush, but you know.
Yeah. Hair,
kid.
paint, dog.
It's forget about it, you know? You forget about it sometimes and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe Jimmy was talking to Billy and he said he forgot that word. That's why we use brush, because it's simple. But you start with the brush. Okay. Then you take the taste. And then you got the world.
Right. People come in asking that exact same question all the time. You know, because you got a brush made out of spaghetti. A spaghetti brush. No? Okay.
I'm sensing a little bit of salty energy. Your attitude's a little bit bitter. I don't vibe with that kind of sourness, okay? I've had enough.
Yeah, I apologize for those particular taste buds being offensive. Oh, look at that. You're using your tongue to paint the globe. No, ridiculous. Why would we sell that? Terrible.
I've tasted globes before. They're kind of weird. It's like plastic. So that's why I decided to use a more modern art method with a brush.
Yeah, more modern than painting a globe. You 3D printed a globe. No.
Well, your first part was good. Your first part was fine. That resonates with my autistic capabilities. You have these wonderful spherical maps, but now we're putting all the flavor, all the taste around them.
Huh. You know, I feel like the word flavor that kind of slipped out there. It's probably a globe that's flavored with the food from the region on the globe. If you're ridiculous, you'd want that. Yeah, but not here. Why would we sell that? Yeah. A flavorful map or a spherical map, which may be a globe, that you're painting with something like a brush, but clearly not a brush. You would think that clarity would lead me directly to what you're looking for.
We can simplify it by just the method that we're decorating.
Okay, that sure does simplify it. We are licking a sphere. We're using a scraper full of food all over us.
Well, say something hurts, right? Urine
hurts.
Yeah. But something hurts and it what else could it be? You could be in
pain.
Yes. Huh? All right. Now there's a letter behind it.
So it's made out of bread. Because that's pain is the French word for bread. So it's probably like some sort of a French globe. You probably painted it with bread. You use bread as your media. No, I'm sorry. I was thinking of some show I saw on Netflix and I was eating while crying.
All right, we're just gonna let's just start with that first word, that first verb. You know?
Oh yeah. You know, if there's one thing I easily remember, it's the first verb I said. So you must have been painting.
Yes, right. Oh, perfect. You got it. Now that we figured out the verb.
Oh, you're painting your tongue and then using that.
Using your tongue, but what does a tongue do? What does it commit to?
Do you have any tasers?
Yeah.
I've tasted tasers. It's a really weird taste. It's got a fancy what's that word?
Je ne sais quoi?
I forget what rhymes with taste. Chef Bobby Flay makes food all the time that has this. Chef Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay. He's known for enjoying big flavors. So probably a flavorful globe.
Start with the verb.
Painting with flavors. Painting globe with flavors.
From
the region that those foods came from, obviously.
Christ, that's close enough.
exactly. Oh my God, that was amazing. You're a genius.
Well,
You're
it
a
was
genius.
extremely simple for me to come up with that.
I'm impressed. I am very impressed. Good job. I'll be going to that aisle for the all the flavor paintings. Thank you.
Yeah, I got a big aisle full of them. Boy, I wonder how those other customers are doing.
Dude.
Ooh.
It's been 7 years. I walked all the way to aisle 80 and back. I did love your idea about using sunblock. I thought that was like really on point. But I noticed you had that easy listening music playing in the shop. But the problem is, I just don't feel it in my soul anymore, you know? I just don't have that rhythm in my heart. It's bumming me out, man.
Sounds like a bummer to me.
Yeah.
Boy, I gotta say, what you're describing sounds like the lyrics of a great song that I've completely forgotten about. Probably about the beach.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of songs about the beach, but you know, I've just kind of forgotten how to move my body in a way that really elicits the feelings that I'm feeling, you know?
Yeah, I know. You're never gonna dance again. Those guilty feet have got no feeling.
You know exactly how I'm feeling, man. That's it.
Yes, you want a Whammo beach toy, probably. Whammo, never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no feelings.
My guilty feet have got no rhythm, but
That's what I meant, rhythm.
I was hoping that I could consolidate my purchases because, you know, it's one thing to buy like a tube of sunblock and a beach toy, but you know, if I could get one product that would just be so much cheaper for my budget.
I understand. You know, we get a lot of people asking for dancing shoes that are full of like beach goop.
Cool. I've never heard of beach goop, but it sounds like something I might like.
Yeah! Probably your dancing shoes full of suntan lotion that you're looking for, huh? Probably not. What am I thinking? That was
I've never worn shoes in my life, and I'm not gonna start now.
Well, then I won't try to sell you some shoes.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You probably just want beach socks, in fact. Some sort of no, you know what? I doubt you even want footwear of any kind, do you?
Man, I'm not about that life.
No! You might not even have feet. You probably are looking for something because you lost your feet and you need some lotion for the nubs so you can go to the beach.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
I get that request a lot. So lotion. We're thinking some kind of lotion, like maybe suntan lotion, maybe dancing lotion, maybe suntan dancing lotion.
Yeah.
You gotta be goddamn kidding me that you're looking for suntan dancing lotion.
Is that not a product that you have in your Everything Emporium, sir?
Touche, my friend. Right at the end of aisle 7, right next to the globes made out of cheese that you can lick.
Thanks, man. Peace out.
No problem. Sure am glad I could help. Ooh, gotta say, not the customers I expected when I came to work today. Oh no! I believe one of my customers may have died. Sir!
Sorry, fell asleep. Oh, my neck. I was wondering if you could help me out. I need something to help when I fall asleep so that I don't get these cricks in my neck.
Right. You know, one thing that we have are these like hot water bottles covered in cocaine.
Oh, no. I'm looking for something more mundane that a guy who has a really dumb mustache such as yourself sells on television. He's constantly saying, I love my.
Oh, well, next to the hot dog. No. You know, sounds to me like you're looking for some type of old lady shaving cream.
Heavens, no. I want to sleep, you idiot.
You do want to sleep, my idiot. So I think you're looking for the gin, because old people love gin.
Who puts their head on a gin, you dope?
I think you're looking for some Be Nice pills.
No, I am tired and sleepy. I want to put my head on something that isn't a rock.
Oh, are you looking for a neck pillow of some kind?
Oh, yes, some sort of pillow, but not for my neck. And I want it much smaller. You see, I need a cool drink of water, such a sweet surprise. Tastes so good, make a grown man cry.
Oh, well, I think if you're looking for some sort of afternoon delightful pillow.
Oh, no, I want to have a jubilee.
A jubilee! Yeah!
Just don't invite that Washington fella. He ruins it all.
Yeah! You need a pillow to rest your cherries on so you can sleep, right?
Sort of like the opposite. Something
the opposite. A pillow you can put your cherries on to stay awake all night, right?
It's how you make the pillow, you fool.
Right! The fool! You're looking for a pillow that is filled with cherries.
That'll have to do because this has gone on forever.
It sure seems
like All right, Jared. Good job. You had a pillow made of cherries, a suntan lotion that made you dance, and paints that you can paint all the flavors of the world. What a great shop you've got there.
I'm closing my store.
That took no time at all. Well,
it's 10 o'clock.
We obviously have learned that the famous last words of Jared are, oh! So let's find out what the famous last words of other people are in a game we like to call Famous Last Words. The way this game works is that I'm going to get suggestions from you guys, and from that, we're going to get the famous last words of either those people, places, or things. The way they can volunteer is they say me, hold their hand up. If I call on them, they can say their one-liner that starts with, famous last words of this is a, and they'd say the famous last words. And then we go to the next person and move it on and on. Is there anybody who would like to be involved in famous last words? Looks like Corey. Mallory, hey, one of our cast members going to play. And Jim. All right, those three are in there. Corey, you there? Don't have Corey yet. Hey, Corey, you there?
Hey, man, I love language.
We have Mallory.
Hello.
All right, and we got Jim.
Hang in there, Jared. We love you.
Thank you.
Love you, Jared. I love you too,
All
Jared.
right, fantastic.
Let's keep that going.
What I'm going to need is guys things in the chat first. Please, let's see. I've completely blanked. Name nouns. Just put nouns in the chat. Just any nouns whatsoever.
Person, or thing.
Awesome.
We know their nouns.
Somebody you learned about in high school. Somebody you learned about in high school. Okay, and as people are finding things they learned about in high school, finally, I can see everybody blanking. Wait, what did I learn in high school? And finally, places you wish that you never had to visit, like monuments or museums or other places that you were brought to that you wish you had not visited, or Woonsocket, any of those places. Andrea, the place you don't want, that you've never wanted to visit was the place that you've always wanted to be at. Places you never want to visit. Andrea writes theater. All right, cool. So let's get this started. We're going to go with famous last words of a magnet. Famous last words of a magnet.
Hey.
I got one.
Eric.
You repel me.
Fair enough. Ian.
That was mine.
Yes, Audrey.
You're stuck with me now.
I got one.
Eric.
Wrong pole.
Famous. Oh, Amy, go. All of us with virtual backgrounds can't do that. All right. Famous last words of paprika.
Me.
Corey.
I like to be brown. Look at these sprinkles over here.
Me.
Audrey.
Variety is the spice of life.
I got one.
Me.
Eric.
I don't know. Go ask Grandma Rika.
Me.
Jim.
Who needs salt or pepper when you've got me around?
Me.
Ian.
Boy, that goulash smells pretty good, but it could use something.
Me.
Amy, I'm looking for hands there.
Why don't I get to go to Scarborough Fair?
Love that song.
All right. Famous last words of Ohio.
Me.
Jared.
Hi. I'm Ohio.
Me.
Corey.
Cleveland rocks.
Me.
Ian.
Uh-oh, is that Lake Erie burning again?
Me.
Jim.
How come nobody's visiting Columbus anymore?
Me.
Eric.
What's round on both ends and high in the middle?
Me.
Meredith.
Oh, look. More corn.
Me.
Who's the me? And I see in hands. Eric.
Don't worry, there's only 4 dead here.
Me.
Oh God, Ian.
Well, I guess now I'm just Obio.
Jim.
We're like Indiana's boring older brother.
Amy.
My first chili three-way.
Famous last words of Woodstock.
Me.
Jim. Fair enough. Yes. Nicely played. Peanuts reference appreciated. All right. Famous last words of vultures. Eric. Oh, sorry. Who?
Me.
All right, Amy.
Yes, I'd like to fly your airline. Do you charge for carry-on baggage?
Me.
Jim.
You know, I was thinking of going vegan.
Me.
Eric.
For the last time, Meredith, back off.
Famous last words of the theater.
Hey.
Corey.
I love to present to you Bring Your Own Improv.
Me.
Me.
Meredith.
Macbeth.
Me.
Me.
Valerie.
And now, for the 70th consecutive year in a row, Phantom of the Opera.
Me.
Ian.
Exeunt.
Eric.
Right this way, Mr. Leakin, to your box. Too soon?
Audrey, yeah, it's always too soon. Audrey.
It's curtains for you.
Oh, and scene. All right, thanks, folks, for all those wonderful, wonderful, famous last words. All right, folks, we're gonna move on to we're gonna move on to a game called Catchphrase. The way Catchphrase works is this is a great game if you never know what to say because we're literally gonna tell you what to say. Meredith is gonna be able to say whatever she wants in the scene, but Amy and potentially one of you are gonna be given one statement and one question, and you're allowed to say nothing else but either that statement or that question. You can change its inflection, you can pause at the points you want, but you can't say anything else but the statement and the question we give you, which makes it easy to volunteer because once you know your statement and question, you now know that's all you can say. So as long as you keep bringing that up, you're going to be perfect. It's Meredith's job to make it all work. That's the fun challenge that usually causes nervous breakdowns, like Jared got to experience tonight. Okay, so to get this started first, do we have anybody who wants to do a scene? And like, I've always wanted to give this a try, but I never know what to say. This is the game for you. Not seeing anybody right away. I'm going to go ahead and take Ian. Ian, you there?
I am.
There. Why would you not be there? Okay, so let's get this started. I need folks right in there something you might have said in the theater. If you've ever been in a theater, a statement that you said while in the theater. Could have been a line from a play, something in the 3 to 5 word range. Oh, yes. That's film, but cool. All right. While we're there, can I get questions you might ask a concessions person? That'd be the person that sells you the food or drink on your way into a theater. And finally, let's go with things you either asked or yelled in an algebra class. All right, so let's take a look here. I'm trying to take the ones that aren't our guys, but I might still have to take a few. All right, so Ian, your statement is, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
And your question is, can you make change?
Can you make change?
Yep. I'm gonna offer an odd question for you, Amy. Coffee or Coke? Question is coffee or Coke? And
Coffee or Coke?
Yep. And your statement is, they're just letters.
They're just letters.
Okay. So, Ian, your statement?
I don't get it.
Your question?
Do you make change?
Amy, your statement?
They're just letters.
And your question?
Coffee or Coke?
All right. So the thing about this is, Meredith, is you and your friends are actually in a chemistry class, and you're all going to fail if you don't get this project done together. The professor's walking in about 5 to 10 minutes. So hopefully the three of you can successfully pull off this science experiment.
Okay. Well, team, it appears that it's make or break with this. So let's just get started. Let's just get this Bunsen burner thing going here.
I don't get it.
Well, what we need to do is turn on the Bunsen burner, get a little fire going so that we can, hopefully see a reaction of some kind, because this is chemistry. We need to watch for reactions, chemical reactions.
Coffee or Coke?
Okay, so from the beginning of the year, we were told that we weren't allowed to drink any of these things, so we can't actually ingest this stuff. But yeah, sure, here, have the Coca-Cola. No drinking near the lab set, though.
I don't get it.
Well, if we end up drinking anything or eating anything near chemicals, then we could die.
Coffee or Coke?
Well, I know that I prefer coffee, but I just gave you a Coke, and I'm hoping that that's okay. We got to stay awake, stay alert, because we got to pass, because Professorson is coming very soon, and if we don't pass, then we're going to fail.
They're just letters.
Okay, so Cheyenne, I don't think you're getting the point. I need to be
I don't get it.
valedictorian. I'm so sorry. Can you please repeat that?
I don't get it.
Of course you don't get it. Oh my God, I'm in the worst group ever. I need to pass this class, you guys.
They're just letters.
They're not just letters. I need to be number one. Those
Can
are
you you make change?
Or
So we can make a change happen because that's what we're trying to do with this chemistry set. We're trying to change whatever's in this beaker into
coffee.
Yes, coffee. Oh my gosh. Cheyenne, you're a genius. Give me back the Coke. We need to change coffee into Coke.
Can you
Or
make
wait,
change?
Coke into coffee.
Or
oh, gosh.
coffee or Coke.
Woman, my God!
Can you make change?
We can, yes. Just, we're gonna pour it into this little beaker. And
They're just.
It's okay. We're gonna put it over the fire. And we wait. We need to record things. Are you guys writing this down? Oh gosh.
Can you?
Coffee or Coke.
Cheyenne, I need you to write this down.
Make change.
We're trying to make change. You can't just yell at the chemistry stuff to change. It needs to actually have a chemical reaction.
I don't get it.
Scene. So clearly we know a chemical reaction is how we get things to happen. Folks, we've done it. We've reached the last game of the night. Aww. But it's okay because these guys are going to rap for you. Yay! So did you know that all of these guys are master rappers, and maybe one of you are too? If you think you're a really good rapper and can rap an A rhyme scheme, this is the game for you. It could take up to 2 for this one. So
Jared can only rhyme an O.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Corey obviously wants to play a Buster rap. He's going to try to see if he can hold on to and get himself a title there. Anybody else? All right, let's take it. Corey, you there?
Yep. Ready to do it.
All right, folks. So we're gonna. How is it that every time you start a line is when your signal goes out? We've been noticing this. It's like a trick you got. All right, Corey. So you're gonna go after Audrey. All right. So Jared, Audrey, Corey, Eric, Meredith, Amy, Ian. We need to get this started. So folks, can I get 3-letter words in the chat for me just to get us started? Cow it is from the fam. Jared, please start us off with cow.
Sure, cow. I've also completely forgotten the tune. Oh, now we're gonna go and rap about a cow. Boom, boom,
Don't ask me why, don't ask me how. Boom, boom, a boom, boom.
I really want this thing right now. Boom, boom, boom.
When I'm done, I'll take a bow.
I don't need a cow. I just need a sow. Boom, 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 boom.
Nothing, Amy? Is she gone? She's muted?
I was muted. I'm dripping with sweat. I'll wipe my brow. Boom, 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 boom.
Like I'm in a field and pushing a plow. Boom, boom, chick, boom, boom, chick.
You might pronounce it row, but I pronounce it row. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna feed my dog puppy chow. Boom, boom, a boom, boom.
I think I really want to say allow. Boom, boom, boom.
Wait, say what?
These points I really need to allow. Boom, boom.
Allow. Okay.
Allow.
I'm making money because I play the Dow. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh my gosh. All I can say is wow. Boom, 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 boom.
I heard my cats, they said meow. Boom, 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 boom.
Went off sailing in a nice little scow. Boom, boom, chick, boom, boom, chick.
Did you just hit me? Because I said ow. Boom, 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 boom.
When I get married, I'll make a vow. Boom, boom, a boom, boom.
Oh, crap.
Oh, sorry, Corey. No worries, no worries. Folks, we're going to get more challenging here. So obviously not silver or orange or purple, but give me a word that might be a little bit more difficult to rhyme with, like a 2-syllable word. Ooh, I like purchase. Purchase is really good. All right, so you left there. So Eric, you get to start with purchase.
I took my money and I made a purchase. Boom, 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 boom. ch.
Oh! Oh, Meredith, I'm sorry.
Should have used Christmas.
All right, so we're gonna go with crazy. Crazy. Amy, start us off with crazy.
Now, I'm telling you that it's getting crazy. Boom, boom, shh, boom, 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 shh.
Want to get active, don't want to get lazy. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
I'm good friends with Fraser, so I just call him Frazee. Boom, boom, the boom, boom.
I go to the hilltop and pick a daisy. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, boom, ch.
I do it with my girlfriend. Her name's Maisie. Boom, boom, ch, boom, 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 ch.
All right, wait. So wait, what was the reference there? Just your girlfriend?
I do it with my girlfriend. Her name is Maisie.
Yeah, no, just random. I've called Chrissy on this before. Just random proper noun. If you could bring it into pop culture, I can take it, but it is just a straight up proper noun. I'm seeing it in there too. Audrey's on it. Sorry, Eric. Oh, he's so frustrated. Amy, I'd like to go with waffle.
I can't make a decision. I'm starting to waffle. Boom, boom, shh, boom, 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 shh.
So hard to decide. It's really awful. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
I ain't gonna do it because it ain't waffle. Boom, boom, the boom, boom.
I think I might want to make some falafel. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, boom, ch.
I think that it is really thoughtful. Boom, boom, shh, boom, 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 shh.
If he's gonna take that, I'm feeling slothful. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
I've got a bag full of paws. You could say I'm pawful. Boom, boom, the boom,
No, all
boom.
right. You know what? Amy, Ian, and Jared, you're all out. Audrey wins. Okay.
Tough but
That's
fair.
how I'm ending this right there. All right, thanks, folks. We are going to be here every Friday night. We hope you are too. We want to thank those donations from Liz and Lori during the show. If you'd like to make a donation, remember, you can check out our Vimeo account or through PayPal, or you can go ahead to the website right after the show and log in there. If you're out on YouTube, hi, YouTube, please make sure you like and subscribe to us so we can come back and you can see that every week. Plus, the subscribing really helps us out. Folks, if you know anybody who wants to have a birthday party or is looking for entertainment for their job or something like that, or something to kind of bring the whole team together, we are available to do shows just like this for you and your company anywhere across the nation now because of the Zoom format. So no holds bar on where those person is. Great way to bring the whole family together when we can't bring together at this time. We want to thank those volunteers tonight. We had a bunch of them. We really appreciate all those people that came out. We want to thank our fam because they are so important. Andrea, thank you so much for being here. And of course, we want to thank that cast. How could we survive without Jared?
Why don't I ever get normal stuff to guess?
Audrey.
I answer to Rap Queen now.
Eric.
I'm protesting.
Meredith.
Not to be confused with other proper nouns.
Amy.
I'm dried up and wilted out.
And Ian.
Can you make a change?
Thank you very much. And wave goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
I can click the button. Yay.
My hand hurts.